The moment I've been waiting for. BRF, I'm gonna let you go first.
I bet.
Drake and Kendrick.
Oh boy, man. You know what? I, I, I really felt like I don't know, man. I really felt like Drake bringing a knife to a gunfight here. I really do. I really do. I really do. Kendrick is like there's a reason. There's a reason why even somebody as great as J. Cole was like, nah, I'm gonna back out of this one. Because Kendrick is just on another level when it comes to just lyrics and his brain. And it's funny though, because I saw this post on IG where it was like fans on Twitter were kind of getting on Kendrick because some of his bars from some of his bars from that I can't with the last one he put out, I can't remember the name of it.
Not like
um
us.
yeah, not like us. I guess they were trying to clown him because like four of his bars was like I guess they're trying to say that people had said it on Twitter, and Kendrick used for the tweets as bars in the verse. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and I'm like, so let me get this straight. Y'all gonna clown Kendrick for 4 lines he supposedly used off of Twitter, but yet Drake got ghostwriters. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This is like I'm trying to use a good analogy on this without sounding too crazy. This is like going to a WWE event back in the day, and this would be like the Big Show going up against Taka Michinoku. Like just mismatched, just no contest, just none at all. I mean, and it's not, and it my thing is, it's not that Drake isn't good lyrically. It's not that he can't put stuff together. But as soon as I heard Drake and Kendrick was beefing, I'm like, what the hell is Drake doing? Like, what is he doing? This no, because Kendrick about to just, oh man, just bless his little heart, man. Ugh, I don't know what Drake was thinking. I don't know what Drake was thinking. I really don't. I'm Kendrick Lamar all the way on this, man. Just, oh lordy, he need to take his L and just keep it pushing. That's all I got to say about that matter.
And by the way, the Heart Part 6 song, it's been reported, it's like he has like a million or over a million dislikes on YouTube. So
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kendrick won. It's over. I can just tell you right there. That's all I
That's
need to hear.
that's all you got to say, Mitch.
That's all I need to hear. If you got a million dislikes on YouTube, Kendrick wins. Numbers
uh
don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
I mean
before
that A minor line was like the nail in the coffin, in my opinion. Anyway.
Right, right.
before I
Oh,
before I let Champ and myself hop on, we got Casual Vanity Sports Debates. Go check them out. Also go check them out on FYF Sports Debates. The podcast with him and Mario. What's the name of the podcast y'all on Casual on FYF?
The crossover over on FYO Sports. We go live every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So uh, be sure to check us out. It's me, Maria, A Sturdy, True the King, Young Africa, H from the UK, and a myriad of other people that's a part of that production. It's so much fun working with those guys. So yeah, for sure. Please make sure to go check them out.
Appreciate. Definitely will, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to them. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to Casuals podcast as well. With it does a lot of great basketball content, my man. Casual.
Appreciate it.
We talking about Drake versus Kendrick. What's your thoughts about the whole thing?
I think any way that you want to slice it, Kendrick outdid Drake. If you look at if you're a fan of artistry, I think the way that Kendrick decisively broke him down from 616 onward, I think you can't find anybody that could lyrically mimic what Kendrick did outside of maybe like Pusha T or maybe Jadakiss or something like that, or maybe even Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe Budden. Maybe even
Yeah,
him.
you saw him dancing. You saw he
Yeah.
and his crew dancing.
Yeah, maybe those are there are a few. There are a few names in rap history that could be able to do what Kendrick did in this battle from 616 in LA. Like methodically pointing out and putting bugs in Drake's ear, or making him feel a little bit paranoid about how he has a mole in his group, and then Drake dropping Family Matters, and no more than 10 minutes later, Kendrick dropping Meet the Grams, and Meet the Grams being
Meet the Grams.
like Meet the Grams being just a surgical, lyrical display of pinpointing his mistakes as a son, his mistakes as a father, his mistakes as a human being. You know, just pointing out all of them, and just going at everybody. And even if you're a fan of the way that Drake typically does it in battles, where he looks to get a hit as the staple of the entire battle. Like, no matter whether he won or lost, you can be able to pinpoint to that song, and 9 times out of 10 it got Drake's name on it. Well, this battle, it had Kendrick's name all on it. It was not like us, and so I think any way you slice it, Kendrick just outdid Drake in his own game.
Oof.
Talk to me, Big Champ.
You know what I remember, man? I remember one particular show that we had. I was on your show and we was doing Start Bitch Cut. And the first person who you started was K-Dot. And people was getting all on you during that time of the show. Looks like your sentiments were well founded during that time. So, you know, big ups to you on that. Hey, you talk about bringing a knife to a gunfight. Hell, he brought a BB gun to Vietnam, damn it. I'm just going to be real on that one. So I'm just going to be real. He bought a BB.
Drake had a 22 and Drake had a 22 and Kendrick had an AK.
So, yeah, you bought a BB gun to Vietnam, and guess what? You lost the war by a large margin. But before I go any further, isn't it safe to say that no coast knows how to battle rap better than the West? From Hit 'em Up, No Vaseline, 300 bars by the game, just to name a few. You know,
You're
even huh?
You're getting one.
What's that?
Rest his soul, Eazy-E.
Yeah, real G's.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say, you know, when the West Coast artists, they start beefing, they're gonna bring the heat, and it's gonna be some real heat. So arguably, they're the best battle rappers as far as, you know, old wax you're ever gonna see. No disrespect to no other coast, but some of the best battle raps that we've heard came from the West. I mean, don't forget about West Side Slaughterhouse with, you know, Ice Cube and, you know, West Side Connection when they was going at Common. They did a whole video for it and everything. So it's safe to say that the West, you don't beef with the West because unless you try to go straight to war, because they gonna bring it to you. Hey man, look, Kendrick, his wordplay. I mean, I'm at a loss of words right now because that was arguably the most. We're coming off of the heels of one of the most exciting weeks in hip hop, arguably since Kanye West and 50 Cent went at it on the Billboard charts.
Right.
Because it was song after song after song. And not only did Kendrick win, but the fans won. We won. We got to see some of the best battle rap out of the two best superstars, arguably in modern day times. You know, I hate that we didn't get this. I mean, and not only that, people don't even want to talk about this. A lot of beefs have spit off from this particular beef. You know, Now you got Game and Rick Ross going at it a little bit. You know, it's just
Not even sports. You got Shaq and Shannon going after.
You right?
Yeah, our two favorite uncles are going at it now. So you know,
Did y'all see the IG post where Game was talking about Rick Ross and what the game say? Oh, Wingstop must be closed on Friday.
yeah. But that's how that went, man. I mean, hey, people, whatever side you was on, the fans won. The fans won. We got a chance to see two of the greatest of all time go head to head. And hey, man, in battle rap, people talk about, well, you know, it should get that personal. It's always going to get personal a little bit in battle rap. It's a battle rap. You know, you're going to, in the great words of the late, great Eric Mays, when they go low, you go lower. So guess what, man? In battle rap, you got to do that in order to win. I mean, guess what? For Kendrick to beat the top dog in Drake, who's arguably one of the greatest of all time, that's a notch up under his belt that you can't buy, man. That's a notch up under your belt that you just can't buy. I mean, can you imagine, let's say, I'm being biased when I say this, can you imagine, let's say, Common beating Jay-Z in a battle rap? I mean, I compare it to that because people always want to, you know, crap on Kendrick because of, you know, because he's more lyrical than a lot of artists. People always crap on lyricists for some reason, which is silly because that's what hip hop is all about, is the lyrics, not about necessarily the beats. So I will say this, man. We won, man. The fans won. And quite frankly, man, I was happy to see it as a hip hop fan, man. That was the most exciting 24 hours. I mean, hey, man, not only that, man, I hate to put it out there, man, the group chats every group chat I was in was lit for that entire week. So, I mean, everybody kept me on board, man. So, Kendrick, man, big ups to you, man. That's a notch up under your belt that you can't buy. And hell, man, like I said, as a hip hop fan, I'm just happy to see it, man.
Here's my response to Kendrick. The Hennessy bottle right here. I'm drinking this. He won that one. No question in my mind. He won that one. I mean, I told you, this is why I said before, I'm starting Kendrick over. I started Kendrick, I benched J. Cole, and I'm cutting Drake because lyrically, Kendrick can go after it. I mean, after when Drake did Family Matters, and when you listen, Meet the Grams, and then Not Like Us, and I'm like, holy shit! Like with all the lyrics that Kendrick is putting up, man, I just feel like it was great, and it was great for fans with hip hop. I mean, it's like a boxing match to see two heavyweights, two greats going back and forth, and it was fun though, and Kendrick, hasn't he gotten like the most streams like on Spotify? Didn't he break some type of Spotify
Yeah,
record?
he's ahead of Taylor Swift right now. You know,
Taylor Swift not even top 5. It's like amazing how those two went back and forth with it, man. I mean, Drake, when he tried to do the Heart Part 6, I mean, I just kind of knew he was defeated. He was kind of defeated. Kendrick, man, he just embarrassed the man with all those other tracks, including, let's not forget Euphoria. We're forgetting Euphoria. And I just feel like, man, hey, Kendrick, don't play with Kendrick. To your point, champ, all the great West Coast rappers, you don't want to mess with Kendrick. And this was great. This is great for hip hop. This is great for fans, man. They just gave us some great content. But man, it was unbelievable. There's nothing else I could say. Kendrick just won this one, man. Any final words before we move on to the next subject?
Hey, man,
Yeah,
cleared him.
Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Casual.
No, do y'all think he cleared him?
I really can't say just because you beat somebody in a battle rap doesn't necessarily.
I wouldn't say clear him, but clearly, I do think he's the better rapper.
Oh, I mean, but we all knew that he was the better rapper, whether he
Right.
won this battle or not. We knew if he won this battle, it was going to be because of his
I think
superior
the
rapping
question, I
skills.
think the question is with Drake, what's next? Because it seems like to me, the only reason why K-Dot responded is because is he trying to put Drake out of his misery? Like what was the thing?
I mean,
I mean, Drake is still going to. Me personally, I think Drake is going to be the same artist that we always knew he was. I even when before they even like kicked this, this battle off, I remember me saying that Drake is the one that has the most to gain. Kendrick is the one that has the most to lose, because the only way that Kendrick is going to lose this battle to Drake is if Drake out raps Kendrick. And so if he out raps Kendrick, then that goes against everything that we believe Kendrick to be. So he would
Right.
lose so much, cachet or so much aura. And if he lost this battle, in Drake's sense, man, we already knew that Kendrick was the far superior rapper. And even with Kendrick getting a hit out, act like anything that Kendrick did is something that we didn't think was a possibility.
Exactly.
So
And
I don't think Drake is really gonna lose anything or like lose like in favor. I think the only thing that he will probably like be on him for like probably the next like year or two is those allegations that Kendrick gave to him. But I think sooner or later people are gonna come to their senses that neither one of these people, neither of their accusations towards each other has any validity. There was no proof about anything. I think the only proof that you can say that Kendrick gave is the stuff that's gone on really over Drake's career, that it's not really like hefty proof, but you deal with a few things here, you deal with a few accusations here, you know what I'm saying, and it sort of leaves that feeling of, all right, if all these people are saying these things about you, they have to be true, because this isn't the accusation that Kendrick is putting towards Drake isn't the first time we've heard these accusations, right?
in the words of my man, Undisputed World Champ, everybody ain't lying.
Yeah.
Both of their careers got elevated. If you want me to be very, very honest, I compare this to two other rap beefs. I compare this rap beef to the NC Shan KRS-One beef and the Nas and Jay-Z beef. Hip hop is very, very forgiving, especially to two megastars like Kendrick and Drake. So I think, after this, he might do a song like Jay-Z did when Jay-Z brought out the Blueprint 2, explaining what started the beef or whatever, and explaining how it ended. But it's not going to really hurt Drake. Drake's still going to have his fans all over.
Yeah.
He's going to have his home fans. He's going to have everybody still going to listen to Drake album. And as we saw, there's going to be people who believe he won the beef, which is a farce, but, believe what you will. Yeah. But I don't think it hurt either one of them, man. It elevated Kendrick even more than what we thought it was going to. And guess what, man? Hey, in order to be the king, you got to defend that crown. And guess what, man? Hey, there's always another hit record makes people forget about a little bit of everything, man. We've seen some of the best hip-hop stars lose beefs, come out with another great album, and guess what, man? People almost forget about the beef. So we saw that with Jay-Z after the Nas beef. Ether was one of the best hip-hop records that you ever want to see. But then
you forgetting West Coast rap. Let's not forget the East Coast.
Yeah. So Ether was one of the
Didn't Jay-Z come out with didn't Jay-Z come out with a diss track like a little while later that
Super Ugly.
Yeah, that sort of like it, I won't say it was on the level of Ether, but it sort of put him back in like the eyes of the public. It sort of made it seem like it really wasn't that big of a disparity between the two. I feel like this one, like there's no Super Ugly for Drake unless he got proof about Kendrick beating his wife. Like, those are some serious allegations as well.
But going back to that about Jay-Z though, like he brought up Super Ugly. I don't think that was on the level of. I mean, it did kind of elevate it back up a little bit. I don't think that was on the level of Takeover, to be honest with you. But
that Takeover was,
yeah, because I remember that, because I remember the Nas J beef happened. I think it was like my first semester down in Statesboro. I started at Georgia Southern U, and it was my first semester down there. And that beef was when it happened. And then Ether's in my top 5 diss tracks all time. Lord. I mean, we talk, man. Let me tell you something. Me and like a lot of the people that I was going to school with down there, like at the time, I think we talked about Ether for weeks. That was just, that was something major. I hadn't heard really anything that like as far as a diss track. I hadn't really heard anything that perfect since gosh, I'm trying to think how far could I. Okay, take that back. Hail Mary 2004, when M and 50 and Busta annihilated Ja Rule. Those are like 2 close to perfect diss tracks ever heard.
Yeah.
Hey, but my hot take, man. Hot take. Huge hot take. No Vaseline is the greatest diss record of all time.
That's interesting.
By Ice Cube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one though.
It was a good one. That's a little bit of a hot take, man.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
But it casual, like you said, when it comes to OG,
I agree with everything he says.
There you go. Let's talk about.
Wait, hold on. Let me just say this one thing.
Go ahead,
real
Mitch.
quick. The fans win, right? And whatever drives them in, it's controversy, drama. They want to tear into both sides. Everybody wins at the end of the day. But Drake, my favorite rapper, after this, I don't know now. I really don't know. I think
He got exposed?
I think he fell off a little bit. But I'm still up there with him. I'm still up there. But
I think it just validated Kendrick to another level, man. And I just feel like with Kendrick and Drake, there's levels to this with Kendrick. And Kendrick just yet again just showed you he ain't nothing to mess with.
It's not over.
It's not over. It's not over. Drake could find something, but I think for right now, Kendrick is on the
right now. He's got to wait like a month or two. He's got to wait a little bit, and then
he need to leave. He need to leave it alone. Make records. Make records. Leave it alone. Don't touch that no more. Because I promise you, if he does one more, Kendrick might literally annihilate him. He need to leave it alone. Let it go.